Hello everyone and welcome back to Tuesday Night Dynamite, episode 9, I believe, of this universe mode, and we are moving towards our next pay-per-view. So we're kicking off tonight with a qualifier for the AEW Money in the Bank briefcase match. And here, out first, is Sami Zayn, and he'll be in competition in one-on-one action against an opponent. The winner will go on to compete in that ladder match. So far in that match, if you are not caught up on recent episodes, Kurt Angle defeated Cesaro to gain his chance. And Jon Moxley and Cody Rhodes are also qualified after teaming up with Pac to defeat Chris Jericho in a 3-on-1 handicap match. And you may be asking, well, what about Pac? He's going on to face Chris Jericho for the main AEW Heavyweight Championship. So let's see who Sami Zayn is going to be facing. And it is one of the Good Brothers. They've been unsuccessful so far here, only in one match, which was in tag team action, but now Carl Anderson will be moving forward in singles competition, not permanently, just on a one-time basis here. And he'll be looking to see if he can get the victory over the Underdog from the underground and earn himself a shot in that briefcase match, which could be huge for him and Gallows and Anderson as a whole. So let's get into this match. Here we go then. Zayn for me, taking on Anderson here. And Gallows in the corner of his brother. You've got to think that will play a factor. And Zayn with a big chop across the chest. But Carl Anderson remains standing. Counters with a kick. Went for a single leg drop kick. And Zayn now just planting Anderson. This is sure as hell going to be one technical match. Anderson, of course, has had a lot of experience as a singles competitor over at a time in New Pro Japan Wrestling. And an uppercut in the corner. Now a big stomp across the arm into the pin. Trying to get the victory over Sami Zayn early here, but Zayn kicks out. And there's a big strike to the neck. But Zayn counters. Drop toe hold. Anderson on the back foot now perhaps. But Zayn looking for a brainbuster. Beautifully delivered. Anderson back to his feet. But straight back down again. Zayn gaining momentum. But Anderson counters. And single leg drop kick this time does connect. A kick to the gut. Zayn rolls out of the way. And look at that beautiful move into the pin. But Anderson is quick to get out of it. Now Anderson into the corner. Exploder suplex perhaps. Yes, he gets it. And now he's setting it up. Are we going to see it early on in this matchup? Helluva kick. Helluva kick. Zayn into the pin. And Carl Anderson could be done for. 2 count. But Carl Anderson didn't seem too fazed by that kick. Out early after the 2 count. Not in too much danger. His partner Luke Gallows certainly didn't look troubled. But he's got to be concerned about the lack of damage that Zayn has taken here as he delivers a number of chops across the chest. Anderson goes into the corner but counters with a knee and a big kick and now a rocket kick. Driving his foot into the skull of Zayn, and he is fired up. Machine gun Carl Anderson, as he's been known. Into the pin. Not even a 1 count. Zayn quickly out. He's got to get into the pin quicker. He was expecting to put Sami Zayn away Zayn coming back into it. Number of strikes. But Carl Anderson counters. Sending Zayn off the ropes. And just catapulting him into the air. Zayn now counters the Irish whip. Went for a single leg dropkick of his own. But Carl Anderson had it scouted. Knows that move all too personally. Went for a clothesline in the corner. But Zayn again was looking for perhaps a scoop slam. A big clothesline from Carl Anderson. And these two putting a lot on the line. And just into the hold now. Trying to wear down Sami Zayn. Trying to regain some energy. Zayn's not going to let it happen. Anderson comes back in. Irish whip into the corner. A big strike. Now Sami Zayn sent up to the top rope. Down into the Tree of Woe position. And Carl Anderson. Now he's just trying to wear Sami Zayn away. Zayn rolls outside the ring. And he's looking at Luke Gallows there. He's running off the ropes, back inside the ring, and a big drop kick busting open Carl Anderson. And Carl Anderson is in perfect position here for a second exploder suplex. And Sami Zayn, for a second time, is going to look for it. Carl Anderson into the corner, Helluva kick. And Anderson rolls over. Perfect position for the pin. 2, 3. Sami Zayn is going to that Money in the Bank ladder match. We're unaware of how many participants will eventually make it, but we know Zayn is one of them. We have 4 at the moment. So let's move into the main event of this week's episode of Tuesday Night Dynamite. Here we go then. Our main event of the evening. And the United States Championship needs a new number 1 contender. And that is going to be determined in a place no other than here tonight. And out first, as you can see, is Kenny Omega. There's going to be 5 participants in this match. A fatal 5-way Extreme Rules elimination match. And all 5 participants will be going at it to fight for the chance to face Luke Harper at our next pay-per-view, the name of which will be revealed next week on Tuesday Night Dynamite. So let's see who Kenny Omega is going to be facing. Out next then, it is the glorious Bobby Roode. Also yet to build up any momentum so far here in All Elite Wrestling, but this is another good opportunity for him here tonight to gain a fantastic shot at taking that title from Luke Harper. Luke Harper will be looking, of course, to continue his reign in impressive fashion. He's beaten Sting, and I'm sure he'll be confident heading into the match no matter who he faces from this fatal 5-way. Here's Apollo then. Again, a man who was in our very first episode of the Universe Mode, was unsuccessful then in the United States Championship match. But he's back here tonight to try and earn another shot at that title. So let's get our 4th participant out here. Out here next then, otherwise known as Ty Dillinger, it is Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears, like a few of the other participants in this matchup, not had the best of luck so far here in Universe Mode, or indeed in any company he's been at, but he's certainly got the talent and he's certainly got the ability. This is undoubtedly a great chance for a number of the superstars here in this match, so let's see who the final participant is going to be. Last out tonight then, and it is the former television champion, EC3, and he does not look in the best of moods. He's been out of action since losing his title to Kurt Angle a few weeks ago in an open challenge. And although his rematch for that title will certainly be coming in the near future, he's in a number 1 contenders match here tonight. So let's see if he can earn that shot to face Luke Harper for the United States title. Let's get into this Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules elimination match. Here we go then. First Fatal 5-Way of the series. And EC3 immediately on the attack of Omega. Kenny looking to plant EC3 with a pile driver immediately. Remember, this is elimination. Falls can only occur inside the ring. No falls on the outside. As Kenny Omega delivers a backbreaker, and Apollo being dealt with by Shawn Spears and Bobby Roode. Omega off the ropes and delivers a basement dropkick. Shawn Spears taking it to Bobby Roode. Lots of strikes. EC3 reversing on Kenny Omega. Shawn Spears sent it to the announce table. Apollo gets Bobby Roode back on the inside. EC3 looking for the roll up here. 2 count. But Kenny Omega only out of it just in time. And an enziguri to EC3. We've got a submission here. Bobby Roode able to escape. Apollo trying to get Bobby Roode to tap out. Omega striking EC3 down as Roode again escapes. It's just Shawn Spears and Omega inside the ring at the moment, both sporting green attire. Apollo back in with a scoop slam. No! Into the twisting cutter. Apollo Irish whipping Omega into the corner as Shawn Spears delivers a knee. And a jumping knee strike from Apollo. Looked like the signature of Kenny Omega, the V trigger. Omega taking down Apollo. Didn't seem to take that too kindly. And now a powerbomb. Almost connecting on top of Shawn Spears. Apollo Crews being set up here by Kenny Omega. And that has gotta be hurt in the midsection. Was looking for the V trigger. Apollo countered. Went again for the knee strike. It looked like Omega went for a low blow there. Of course, under Fatal 5-Way rules, like any other multi-man match, triple threat, or Fatal 4, there's no disqualifications. Omega and Apollo have had a great exchange here. Omega's spent most of his time in the ring. In fact, I think almost all of it. As the action again is spilling to the outside with 3 of the opponents here. Omega looking for a moonsault, but it didn't connect. He missed it. Say I am playing as Kenny Omega. I think I may have forgotten to mention that. And everyone back inside the ring now. So Omega delivers an elbow. Dillinger is looking to meet Apollo on the outside. He's back in and he's attacking. Omega went for that slam, and Bobby Roode almost eliminating EC3. I believe that the glorious DDT may have been hit. Apollo sat on a signature now. Dillinger on 2 finishes. And Omega went for that big punch, but Apollo back with a Samoan drop. Impressive strength by this young man. And he is one who has certainly got the ability. Into the roll-up on Omega. Can Apollo get the elimination? Not quite yet. Apollo certainly feeling it here. Roll-ups are a huge factor in such high man matches. Apollo with the gut wrench deadlift. Looking perhaps for a power slam. And Rude has got EC3 against the barricade and just slamming his head there. As Apollo was looking for a lifted inverted DDT, Sean Spears countered with a couple of super kicks. Looked like Apollo countered the first one. Sean Spears was too quick for him. A clothesline. And a second clothesline. And Omega's gonna let this happen. He's happy for this to occur. But look at this. He's caught Sean Spears out. One winged angel. Into the pin. 1, 2. And Sean Spears has been eliminated. Took it too far. With the Apollo damage it looks like. And that's cost him. He's out of this one and we're down to 4. Apollo sent back to the inside. Omega with a roll up now on Apollo. 1. Apollo is easily out of that. And these two certainly spent a lot of time battling it out in this one, along with EC3 and Bobby Roode, who are still on the outside. Looks to be brutal so far, and Apollo ducking underneath, hitting the clothesline, and now he's got Kenny Omega set up perhaps. He has. Look at this. Look at the power. Military plus slam into the moonsault. And the pin. 1. Oh, and Kenny Omega kicks out. But another fine example of where Apollo could be devastating. And his power certainly is levels above most of the competitors in this match. Sending Kenny Omega to the outside. As EC3 and Bobby Roode finally make their way back onto the inside of the ring. Bobby Roode, an arm, looking for a suplex. Delivering it, planting EC3. Bobby Roode now just wrenching on the neck. Omega sends Apollo back to the inside. Roode's got the pin here on EC3. He doesn't quite get it. And Apollo again with a huge clothesline to Omega. What was Apollo looking for, perhaps? A slam there. But look at Omega finally hitting that huge punch. It's Bobby Roode working the arm of EC3. But Omega, he's got Bobby Roode. One winged angel. EC3's pinning Apollo. The referee not able to get into the pin for Omega. He does now. And Bobby Roode's been eliminated. That is 2 eliminations for Omega. And EC3 now with a twisting neck breaker. And Omega's going to take a break on the outside. Apollo and EC3 go at it. Into the corner. And the big rights from the strongest of them all here in AEW. EC3 is out of the corner with a kick to the midsection and a big punch, sending Apollo to the floor, and he's going to the outside, but straight back in. EC3 was taunting, and that could have cost him. Powerbomb. But he's not done there. A second. And a number 3 for Apollo. And a moonsault. Shooting star press. Into the pin. 2, 3. And that is it for EC3. And we are back to almost where we started. What has arguably been the best 2 performers in this matchup. Almost certainly have been. Apollo was looking to meet Omega on the outside, but a super kick from Omega. Driving Apollo into the mat. 2. And Apollo kicks out and springs straight back up. But look at this. 1 winged angel. But he's not done there. Kenny Omega sends Apollo into the corner. And here we go now. Looking for it again, perhaps. A second one to Apollo Crews. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Kenny Omega is #1 contender for the AEW United States Championship, as Apollo was the last one to be eliminated. He goes in to the Money in the Bank ladder match. So, a decent opportunity for Apollo, an impressive performance from him, and he certainly earned that shot. So we're up to 5 participants in that, but Kenny Omega will face Luke Harper at our next pay-per-view. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.